I hate to break it to you guys, but yeah, the flat Earth movement, in case you didn't know, is it's infiltrated. Um, this guy's a good flat earther right here. I'm using to counter these false claims by this other guy right here, Mr. Pinocchio right here, Mr. Caveman Face, Mr. Esau. Oh my God, the lies are falling apart. This whole country is based around lies. Like nukes don't even exist. In case you didn't know about that, yeah, I know that sounds crazy, right? But yeah, I mean, they use biological weapons. You don't mind like having things like Fukushima happen, all this kind of other risk or whatever. But yeah, they haven't used nukes in a war really, except just at Japan. And I'm surprised that Japan's basically living fine, except for Fukushima. I guess that's their cover up now. Before Fukushima happened, everything was growing fine there. You need to do your research, but whole nother topic. The reason they're coming after this movement, just like they came after MGTOW, I actually started with MGTOW. That's what I'm uploading over here on the left. Using my phone instead of this other kind of app that brings out the full tether speed, which is basically just the phone's natural speed, but they kind of bottleneck it when you're tethering. I could use that to upload that real fast, but I just don't care. But I'm just using my regular tether. It's kind of slow. But anyways, I did the MGTOW one, and I noticed that, hey, this is the same thing that's happening with Flat Earth, isn't it? So I went and did a Flat Earth search, and I noticed that because I did a video on these two, kind of, they were using this as like proof against Flat Earth or whatever, that this whole laser thing, like this is basically the only proof they have of the globe is to try and, he even has a globe in his hand, like he's telling you what he's with, like, and when people scratch their nose, it means they're lying, in case you didn't know. He does that twice in this video, like just like a little before this, when he's talking about it, and then he does it again right there. They might have co-opted him. Maybe he started out as a flat earther and then they got him or whatever, but he's clearly on the other side now. And a lot of the stuff he puts out is just bullshit. And they use everything. They basically just quote him as far as trying to disprove flat earth. Like really, like this guy. You can go Google his name and like flat earth debunker or just flat earth and have a whole bunch of stuff with this guy. And basically he says that he has this laser gyroscope now. He doesn't actually show the laser gyroscope. He shows like footage of someone else's laser gyroscope. And then he's like, yeah, it'd be nice if we had a laser gyroscope to be able to prove the Earth is flat or whatever. And then they go as far as to just like have him do everything a globalist would do, where if he does the test and then supposedly he doesn't prove that it's flat, it shows movement or whatever, supposedly it's bullshit. We all know that. I started thinking about it. I was like, why doesn't he actually show the footage? Like, he's just saying this. And I know how it works. They're always trying to be like, yeah, take our word on it, man. Yeah, it's really expensive equipment. Yeah, it's really doing this and that. And it's not doing what they said. It's really all it is electromagnetic interference pulsar. It's just interfering with the natural flow of life and natural perfect spiral of life, the golden ratio, and trying to leech off it or whatever. That's all it is. And it's just destroying everything in the process. And that's why you got explosives all around Texas and wherever these disruption creating things are. Anyway, this guy just like, take my word on it. Yeah, it's like there's billions and billions of dollars and nobody knows how to do this. And just like nuclear bombs, like, yeah, anybody trying to do it, we're going to bomb them because we don't want nobody knowing this don't exist. So when we use it as an excuse to invade a country that had nothing to do with us, and that was starting to break out of Islam, and it was going to set all the brown people free that we didn't want free from our false religion of Islam that we created as the Roman Catholic shit that worships Lucy shit. And they love Lucy. All throughout their Roman colonies that they created all throughout here and wiped out all the melanated people that are naturally here and blah, blah, blah. Their bullshit agenda to rewrite history and into bullshit history. Well, nature tells they're bullshit and they're flatlined. Got no waves in their hair. Waves are energy. Flatline. I'd rather have waves instead of be a flatline dead animal. Brainless consciousness animal. It just works off instinctual beast-like nature. That's why I call it the mark of the beast. You don't know about that, but might want to check out Nine Audio. A page about these freaks, these impersonators. Got plenty of videos on that. But anyway, this guy scratching his nose. He don't want you to know the truth. So basically, they just want you to believe him that they did this shit. And I'm like, all right, this is a nose scratcher. I want to see the actual proof. Doesn't give any. And then of course these motherfuckers come out of the woodwork. You know what I mean? They come out of the woodwork, bro. Yeah, I see these motherfuckers anywhere else except for these kind of videos, man. This is where it's going. They're trying to infiltrate, and I want y'all to know that, so you know what's really going on. All right, so I'm gonna show you an actual test.
And I'm going to demonstrate some precession by
Yeah, that's what it looked like if it actually moved.
the horizontal bar there.
It's basically showing how if the Earth was moving,
Now I'm going to line it up as best I
it would
can.
move because I think this is keeps the same angle
Cannot see the
as far as like going either north or south or wherever it's pointed. So as the rotation would happen, it would show movement. Really simple.
Straight up and down as possible.
Yeah, and this has got it straight up and down. It's perfectly aligned. The whole thing's perfectly equal.
On the top right, just
so if it rotates,
to the right of the
you'll
bar,
know. It won't be perfectly up and down.
There.
I'm going to skip ahead for time's sake.
My current latitude is exactly 53.0.
We'll go a little bit.
What angle should the gyro's axis have moved?
It didn't move, by the way.
Calculation is the sine of the latitude times 15 degrees per hour. My current latitude is exactly 53.06 degrees north. So the angle in which the gyro should have moved in 6 minutes is 1.2 degrees. Now this doesn't sound a lot, but let's assume that Leon Foucault's experiment would
All right. Hold on.
be hour. I guess the modern navigational aviation instruments, with sustained rotation.
Yeah, it tells you it basically does it for an hour.
Tests
Didn't show no movement as well.
Would have been continually decreasing. If the batteries are fully charged, I can actually get about 19 minutes of sustained rotation once I've taken the motor off, which is a hell of a lot on the gyroscope. I did actually try putting the motor on and keeping it on and just running it. I think it was for about an hour with full set of batteries. And still I observed absolutely no movement whatsoever. So it appears that whether you've got the motor on or you've got it up to...
Oh, you already got it. You already know. So basically he's bullshit, and let's see how many. Wow, almost just as many thumbs down as thumbs up. Wow. Shows you how many people have paid. It's because a lot of money is involved. I mean, people ask why the flat Earth matters. Well, I mean, if you could end world hunger with the money that NASA is stealing every day, yeah, that matters. If you could get some real exploration done with all this money, things done, and actually know the truth, yeah, it matters. If, for example, the only guy to actually go up into space that told the truth, who went up in a weather balloon called Auguste Piccard, tells you that he goes up and the air turned blue, and then a darker blue and a darker blue, and the Earth, kind of like you're going deeper in the sea, like in the ocean. It gets like pitch black when you go real deep in there, just like the sky. It's like waters above, waters below. And there's atmosphere differences, just like going from the bottom of the sea to here. Well, and he said that the Earth was shaped like a disc with an upturned edge. Well, there you go. With all the history, like every ancient culture thought it was a disc, much more advanced than this shitty ass society. Yeah, you might want to consider that, but these guys got agenda. There's a lot of people in their pocket because of the amount of money, and like I told you, America's built on lies, theft, murder. Just as Native Americans. You know what I mean? Just as the Hebrews they brought here and the Africans they brought here as slaves. And all the ideas they stole from. So on and so forth. Yeah, so they don't want people learning about their lies because it'll make them look weak, and they don't want to look weak, and so on and so forth. It's really just that simple. But it's infiltrated. That's the point. That's the point of this video. I wanted you to know that. And I'm not search flat Earth with this guy's name in. Why isn't he the first fucking And by the way, they put this here. That's a fucking spell check. I'm not dumb. Thank you very much. But why the fuck is this not the first result? Why is this ABC thing where Logan went? Like, I think that's not the one where Logan went. Why is this other shit here? And then he's like, wait, he's down the list. Why isn't he the number one thing? Even when I put his actual name in it. If I just put like without his name in it, you probably not even gonna see it. I did that earlier. I had to figure out his name so I could give the actual man credit. But it's been infiltrated. That's why the Logan Paul guy, like this big fake channel on YouTube, came to the Flat Earth convention and acted like he was with it or whatever, just to throw him off or whatever. And really get a video of it, like a big kind of like negative disappointment type of video, like caught on camera, just fucking with their souls and stuff like that. And like you actually look up Flat Earth. Let me show you what happens when you look up that. You're gonna see nothing but bullshit, nothing but controlled opposition, nothing but the other stuff. You see? Where the actual Flat Earth channel? Why is CBS? Why is the ABC talking about Paul Logan, whose name isn't even Logan? He's just trying to like get off on what's popular, get himself some more views. And this guy got a mustache. He's obviously fake. Come on. And a whole bunch of anti Flat Earth stuff. Where's the actual Flat Earth stuff? If someone puts a Flat Earth, are they gonna actually find the Flat Earth stuff? And then they put Kyrie Irving on here trying to make him look bad, saying he's arguing. You see how they play these word games? That's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, man. Like, how far they're going to try and hide anything that's great. That's why I come up with videos and then, all that dumb shit happens. But remember what the truth is. He ain't find no...
Flywheel out of the gimbal.
He didn't find no movement, man. No movement.
But this is now the equivalent of...
Now I want you to see that.
Modern aviation, navigational aviation instruments.
Ridiculous, man.
Sustained rotation.
This is real science where you actually can observe it. You can actually test it yourself.
Rotational velocity
by a scientific definition. It has to be repeatable. It has to be something we can all test.
If the batteries are fully charged, I can actually get about 19 minutes.
I don't even need to play this anymore. And then Einstein, he was bullshit. Water reflects you get like diffraction or something like that when you put light through water. You get like, it just changes and it slows down water. Actually, water does not have the same speed all the time. And then also they found other places in space where light is not going the same speed. For example, water, like I said, it slows down in the water. It's really not hard to prove that these guys are wrong, man. They're wrong about everything. You just gotta like, it's like actually something you can really test. Like, let me show you. This is how easy it is to disprove Einstein. Just as simple. See? It will be slowed down. You see? Duh. You can actually prove this. A little test you can do. I have this one on here that is showing light refraction or whatever. It's just like this. You see right here? You see how the light bends? That's it being affected. It's speed being affected. Right here. So Einstein, you lose, buddy. But these niggas still want to act like Einstein was right. And then quote him on trying to, get rid of the Michelin Morley experiment. Which really, if you want to learn more about proof of the stationary Earth, you need to look at Ari's experiment. Ari's failure. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to let you know, guys, it's infiltrated, though. And have a great day.